We've been in lockdown for about a month now, I think. I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know what day it is. I have a feeling it's Tuesday, but I'm not quite sure. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about quarantine life. Not really sure what else I can really talk about during this time because that's really all that's going on in everyone's lives. It's just all a bit mad that everyone's affected by the situation. So I thought I'd just talk about a few things that have changed in basically all of our lives. Just want to record this for like my future self to look back and be like, wow, we actually went through this. It's actually not even sunk in yet that this is actually happening. I feel like I'm in a film or like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just in this film where, I can't remember what it was called, but it came out like 2 years ago or something, and this girl, she just keeps waking up and lives the same day over and over again, and that's literally what I feel like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I've got nothing to look forward to. If someone told me 3 months ago we would be in a situation where we can't go to restaurants and bars, we have to stay indoors and like we can't see our friends, and like if you don't live with your family, it's kind of like so surreal. Without further ado, these are my top 5 things that have changed in my life and probably a lot of your lives too. So the first one is online shopping. Obviously we can't go to shops and buy the things that we usually would buy, but I just didn't realise how much money I spent on stuff. I feel like when you're online shopping you definitely have a better idea of how much money you're actually spending because you can actually see the total. Like in normal day-to-day life, I just turn up at the checkout and then they tell me like some ridiculous price and I'm kind of too scared to be like, I can't afford this, I just buy everything. I've never done a Boots order before, and my order came today and it was like, it was all stuff that I needed, but it was still really weird because I was like, I would never think to do an order from Boots. But they were all like essential things like makeup wipes. I don't know, makeup wipes might not be someone's essential, but a toothbrush. I also got a toothbrush. Do you know what? They're not really essentials, they were kind of my idea of essentials. The second thing that's probably changed in a lot of our lives is how much time we are spending with our families. I actually can't go home to my family because they're still working, so it's probably better for me to stay here. But I did go home right at the beginning, before it was full lockdown, and even spending 3 days with them, they all drove me mad. So I don't know how everyone else is honestly coping, but obviously I do miss them. Yeah, it was like my dad was just had so many little projects going on. My mum's cooking something different like every second of the day, and to be fair my brother was just gaming the whole time, so it didn't really make a difference. Yeah, I do think it's really important during this time that we do spend a lot of time with people that we care about, and even if you can't see them in person, definitely on the phone. FaceTime has changed everyone's lives. I feel like it was definitely needed, like this whole quarantine thing, just for us to like slow our lives down and really like think about things that really matter. My number 3, I don't know if everyone would agree on this, but I'm wasting a lot less food than I usually would. I feel like just because I'm at home, things aren't really going off as much, and because I can't leave the house to go to the supermarket as often, I'm making sure to use everything that I have. It's actually kind of shocked me how much food I used to waste before. I feel like this lockdown has also helped me kind of cook like different things. I'm kind of just like mixing stuff up really, but some days I'm like, I'm just having something from the freezer. When I do my food shops, I do kind of like try and get a mixture of things, so some things that are like proper fresh that will last me like the first like week or so, and then some frozen products that would last me a bit longer, but it just means I end up eating really healthy for a week and then it just kind of goes downhill. So the 4th thing that I think has changed since we've all been in lockdown is everyone's phone usage time. I don't really know what it's called on your phone. There's like a special word for it. Oh, your screen time. So obviously, I don't know if it's on all phones, but on iPhones you can see how long you've spent on your phone every week or every day even, and then it gives you like a percentage. A lot of my friends said their percentage went up by 30%. When I checked mine had gone up by 148%, which is ridiculous. How can your screen time go up by 148%? That's like double and then double it again. No, wait. So it's basically a double and a half of what I was doing before, if that makes sense. I don't know. So basically it means that I was using... No, wait, that doesn't even make sense. Why is my maths so bad? But yeah, I was like absolutely shocked. But when I actually thought about it, I never really used to go on my phone before. Like I probably spent like half an hour on my phone a day. I'm one of the people that doesn't really reach for their phone. I always take it with me everywhere, but I only really use it to put stuff on my Insta story and reply to text messages that are urgent. And yes, I did say urgent. If I'm not meeting up with you in the next like 2-3 days, I probably won't reply to you for a week. That's just me. If I'm not replying now, I'd feel really guilty. The thing for me that's changed the most after that would be my sleeping pattern. I've been waking up at ridiculous times, going to sleep at ridiculous times, sometimes in the morning, which is weird. But I just feel like I'm one of them people, if I've got nothing to wake up for in the morning, I'm kind of just like, I don't need to go to bed early. Some people are actually like sleeping at normal times. My next point would be the appreciation of small things. I was appreciating really small things, like things we actually probably took for granted, like being able to leave the house. Kind of like appreciating nature a lot more. Like people are going for walks, which I know before I wouldn't go for a walk just for the fun of it. My last point would be the fact that I feel in ways we're actually more connected now than before. And it's the only thing that worries me now is what is our lives going to be like post-quarantine. I'm dreading the first interaction I have to have with another physical human being. I feel like everywhere's going to be super crowded because everyone's just going to be like let out of prison kind of feeling. I just can't imagine like adjusting back to normal life now, like actually going to work, like actually having to wake up for something feels weird. I feel like we've just had this long summer holidays. I know at times it's obviously been difficult knowing what's going on in the world and kind of what is happening, but when I think about like my day-to-day life, it's actually not been too bad for me. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be doing videos every other day while in lockdown because I have nothing else to do. So yeah, bye!